Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. For the fifth and final game of the American League Division Series, J.D. Martinez grabbed 3 runs driven in as Boston took care of Anaheim, clinching the series and stamping their ticket to play in the ALCS. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
The postseason atmosphere is electric as we welcome you to Game 1 of the League Championship Series on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Washington Nationals.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks' starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, A.J. Thomas.
First pitch on its way. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Up around the face. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. The 1-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second here tonight. Shortstop, Ketel Marte.
Into the box now, Ketel Marte. Now here's the pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. One out, nobody on. Line toward center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting third, first baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
He's set. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Marte, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Hit in the air down the right field line. Harper on the run, but this will land foul shy of the wall. The 2-1. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Jake Lamb standing in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. One and one to count to Jake Lamb.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And that one just missed outside. Scherzer will check it first. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him, something he might need to work on before his next outing.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Zach Greinke will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the LCS. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Zach Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well as Zach Greinke. Up, down, in, and out. He can dot the fastball. Good curveball, good change. Has the slider that he'll throw to both righties and lefties. If Zach Greinke brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at David Peralta. Bazooka arm in the outfield. Obviously, he was originally signed as a pitcher. Didn't work out. Reset the battery and came back as a big league outfielder. Impressive.
Digging in, Johnny Layton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one.
Look out, 1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he showed some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-bagger.
In now is Adam Eaton, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. A runner at second, nobody out. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Avila is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting third, right fielder, Bryce Harper.
And now Bryce Harper. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and one gone now. First offering on its way. Takes a curveball right on the corner.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Ready with the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, boys. 5.5-yard swing hole. And a nice piece of base running. Guy on second was able to let that ball, see it go through, and then advance up to third.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runners are at first and third, one away. Two balls and no strikes. Career line against Greinke. He's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Fouled off. Now the 2-1 pitch. He's in there for the second strike.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Greinke over to first, but the runner's back easily. Runners are at the corners with one man out. So a full count now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. And he fouls this one off. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
In now is Anthony Rendon. From the stretch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third.
Yeah, and when you're losing, there's usually a good reason for it. They're already down, and then he lets this one get away from him. They better keep them within striking distance, or this thing is going to get lopsided in a hurry.
Drives it out to deep right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Only one in the inning for the Nationals. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital. Washington leads this one 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, David Peralta, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
David Peralta.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. The windup and the 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number 1.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Steven Souza.
Now at the plate, Steven Souza. First pitch on its way. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Hard ground ball to third. Rendon is there on to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these two teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Striding into the box, Alex Avila. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and one.
Ball, 1 strike.
A little roller toward the hole. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail this one 1-0. And now for Washington, Howie Kendrick set to lead off the home half of the second.
Howie Kendrick.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And it's fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting 7, the shortstop.
So coming to the plate, Wilmer Defoe. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Pulled toward right center field. Pollock on the run. And that retires the side. Good work there by Zach Greinke. And his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. Stepping up now, Daniel Descalso, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Daniel Descalso.
First pitch on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Hard hit ball to short. Defoe right there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 21, Zach Greinke.
Now batting, Zach Greinke. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup over the inside corner. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
That's a ball.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Bases are empty. 1 man out. He chased a bad ball up out of the zone. 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The windup and the 0-1. Bouncer down the line. And he's safe.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him, get down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out in the inning into an infield single.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Pollock leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Now to the plate, Max Scherzer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Pitcher, Max Scherzer.
First offering on its way. Makes a look down at the knees for a strike. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here's Greinke's 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Johnny Layton. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
In now, Adam Eaton. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Two and 0 to the Nationals center fielder.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Greinke's ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now the payoff pitch home. Full count still. Here's the pitch. Chopped weakly up the first base line. That's a foul ball.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Another full count pitch home. Gets him looking up around the letters. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Harper. He's there and records the first out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jake Lamb. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. This is pulled into right. Harper is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, David Peralta.
Striding in once again, David Peralta 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Now here's the pitch. And a ball 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A Solo shot that time for the former pitcher David Peralta. His first homer here in the series, and the Diamondbacks strike here to make it a 1-1 ball game.
Yeah, he took care of the 3 and 4 hitters. They might have thought that danger had passed. Well, he was wrong. The number 5 man takes him deep and out of here. It's always tough to get through the teeth of the lineup completely unscathed, and that's evident right here.
Into the box now, Steven Souza, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Souza, a former Tampa Bay Ray, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1.
This is where, if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
2 out, nobody on. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 3-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Leighton. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Diamondbacks come back to tie it on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. And now Bryce Harper. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Right over the middle, knee high. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Zimmerman, or just simply Zim, he was selected in the 1st round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Two balls and two strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
1 run, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Rendon is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. 2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there. It's 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And a full count now, 3-2. Swing and a line drive. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line, a fair ball. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Here's Howie Kendrick, as Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Greinke comes set, coming at him with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. Peralta on the move, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to beat them down.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. He'll come home with it, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint here, where you get the first 2 out of the inning, the next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
And here now is Wilmer Defoe as he grounds one briskly to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Nationals lead it 2-1. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Alex Avila.
Pitch on its way to Avila. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Now the 1-1 pitch. He's in there for strike number 2.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Standing in now, Daniel Descalso. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Down the first baseline. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Standing in, Zach Greinke. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. On the ground to the left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So instead of leading off the next inning, A.J. Pollock bats here after the 2-out success.
Pitcher got a little cute there. Fish ain't bite, and this guy knows how to swing the stick. A knock on a curveball. Nice piece of hit.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pollock, as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Popped him up. Zimmerman is under it, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Nationals are out in front here, 2-1. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Miguel Montero.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Max Scherzer.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. 0-1 the count.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Descalzo on to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Nationals go quietly. They lead it 2-1. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind at a count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get fouled. 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now in the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Fouled off. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Fouled away. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. Hit in the air to center field. Eaton is after it. And that retires the side. Diamondbacks down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Stepping into the box, Adam Eaton. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
Adam Eaton.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes ball 1. Now the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Souza's after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Right fielder number 34, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
A ball and a strike. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. A swing and a foul tip held onto by Avila, and they get the strikeout.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Digging in once again, Ryan Zimmerman. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Greinke's ready. Here's the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Here's Greinke's 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
2 out, nobody on. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They still lead it 2-1. Back here at Nationals Park, 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look here at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Trying to pick things up where we left off, David Peralta. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Harper, still ranging back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game, and the Diamondbacks have come back to tie this one at 2.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done for me lately world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
Into the box now, Steven Souza. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
You know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Into the box, Alex Avila. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw gets him, 2 down.
For batter number 3, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalso. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
That was a good swing right there. It might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Montero's got it, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Digging in and looking for more, Anthony Rendon to try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Anthony Rendon.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Here it comes, 0-2. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Digging in to try it again, Howie Kendrick. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Behind 0-2 now. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Here's a high pop-up. Goldschmidt calls for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Wilmer Defoe.
Stepping into the box, Wilmer Defoe. No hits to this point. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
And he'll lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Lamb in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score remains 2-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Joaquin Benoit is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Matt Reynolds will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Yasmani Tomas is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against the modern day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
And the changeup is way low that time. Two-0 count, the pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Left side. Rendon has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Now at the plate, A.J. Pollock has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
Missed with a slider. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Drilled to the left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Now batting, shortstop,
Ready for another chance? Ketel Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Defoe shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. So 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Change up here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Arizona. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Andrew Chafin is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 40, Andrew Chafin.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Line drive, base hit to right.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Reynolds.
And here to hit now is Matt Reynolds. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. The 0-1 pitch. Rounded down the third baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now is still nobody out.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Stepping in now, Johnny Layton. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll make sure this stays foul down the line, and that becomes the first out of the inning. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like one run may be enough to win this one. In now is Adam Eaton. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
He's set, and the pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Hit back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he is in there. So that'll go into the books as an inning 6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First delivery to him on the way. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll get in there safely.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, and he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is foul right side. Reynolds on third. Eaton on second. Harper is over at first with one away. In the air down the line in left. After it is Souza. And he makes the catch in the corner. And now the runner from third scores to give them a very important insurance run.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
A 1-1 home. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. And that one got a piece of him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Michael Taylor will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Michael Taylor.
Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. There's a strike.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We're on to the 9th here in game 1. It's the Nationals 4 and the Diamondbacks 2. Back now with baseball on MLB Network from the nation's capital, just down the street from the Capitol building. We are set for what remains in this one. Pat Neshek takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. So striding in, Jake Lamb. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Rendon loves it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The right fielder, number 6, David Peralta.
David Peralta will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Hit out towards second. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, left fielder, Steven Souza.
Digging in, Steven Souza, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Arizona down to its last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
Take our lead. Time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Max Scherzer, put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
Four to 2, the final score tonight. The Nats jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Joaquin Benoit is credited with the win. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
1 error.